And yet these people are claiming that they are the most civilized, they are the most advanced, they are the most this, they are the most that. In fact, they call themselves center of excellence. Please, what is excellence in this type of behavior? Is that how we are going to move forward with our democracy? Unfortunately, Lagosians are not even seeing what is going on. This is now continuous repeatedly, where people are selected not just on their competence but on their collection with the power that be, and nobody is seeing anything wrong in it. Can you see tomorrow now when we raise this issue, they say, if you don't like Lagos, go to your state. But this is equally part of our state. We live here, we are contributing to this state. It's very painful when you see your state going down like this because of what? Selfish interest of one man. How come all the brouhaha is pointing towards Abuja instead of pointing towards Alausa? That means the governor is not even in charge. The governor of this state is not even in charge. He doesn't control the political machinery in this state. He doesn't. So what kind of election is that? As if that one is not enough. Mr. Okoro, are you aware that by including those 37 LCDAs, Lagos State have violated our constitution? Serious violation, because the last time I checked, we have 774 local governments all over Nigeria. Why did you add your own? For what reason? Mr. Okoro, for what reason?
Barrister, I thought the issue had been settled by the Supreme Court.
No. What do you mean? Who settled what?
The Supreme Court
approved it.
What was the Supreme Court ruling on
They shut it down because it is unconstitutional.
Did they?
Oh my God, Mr. Okoro, if the Supreme Court have approved that thing, every other state would have created 90 or 150 local. In fact, every village in Nigeria would have become a local government.
Barrister, if I understand clearly what happened at that time, the Supreme Court said, look, Lagos State, you do not have the legal rights to create local government areas. So what you need to do, if you are so interested in creating subunits, you can also devolve them into local council development areas, which is what they have. But be assured that from the federation account, you will not receive monies. So if you have a local government split into 2 or 3, when that local government receives money, they can share as they like with the LCDAs. That, Barrister, isn't that what happened?
Okay, that's what happened, but is it right? Are you looking at
No, but the Supreme Court clearly didn't condemn it.
They did.
No, they said you cannot create local government, but you can create development areas, which is what Lagos State government did at that time.
Local Council Development Authority. The local government authority.
Yes.
Look at
Barrister, the LCDAs don't receive money from the federation account, do they?
They don't.
They don't. So should that be a problem?
There is. Mr. Okoro, there is. In the first place, look at it this way. This election you are conducting, that is very, very illegal. Whose money are you using to conduct it?
Lagos State, of course. Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission.
Are they the owner of the money? It is the people of Lagos State, taxpayers' money. Mr. Okoro, taxpayers' money, you are using it to fund illegality. They are not even supposed to conduct any election. They should remain as
Barrister, between appointing caretaker committees and conducting election, which one favors the people more regarding the LCDAs?
Caretaker.
Yes.
The Supreme Court have nullified the caretaker.
And so LCDAs want to conduct local government elections. Should that be a problem?
That is why they should not even exist. That's what I'm telling you here.
Barrister, let's move. I think that should be a discussion for another day.
It shouldn't be.
Yes.
It's part of the election that is causing hoopla. It's part of the election because those people conducted the election and they are going to have chairmen of those LCDA.
Okay.
Funded by what? Taxpayers' money. Are you getting what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they are unconstitutional. You can see. So,
Barrister, will you clearly say that they are unconstitutional? I just told you the Supreme Court judgment. You read that judgment. You are a lawyer. You read that judgment.
Listen very well. You see the Supreme Court. I'm beginning to think that anything that has to do with Tinubu and Lagos State, the Supreme Court is always.
Tinubu wasn't even in. He wasn't in the presidency. He was just a governor at that time.
He was the one that created it.
Okay.
He was the one that created it. and for whatever reason the Supreme Court gave him that I don't know whether it's
Are you insinuating that he might have influenced that judgment?
Has he not been doing that?
Even as a governor?
In Ondo State, they created the same thing, but the court to shut it down. So why different judgments? In Ondo State.
Which court? The Supreme Court? The Supreme Court.
I don't think he got to the Supreme Court.
So? Why didn't they appeal? Why didn't they appeal?
Because it was unnecessary.
No, it was, because if Lagos State had received the judgment that said you can create LCDAs but don't expect money from the federation account, is there anything that stops any other state from doing that?
Look, everything is wrong with you because you are creating a very bad precedent. The local government authorities are enough for any state. This other one you are creating now, are you the one funding them?
No, but yes, Barrister, I understand that Lieutenant General Olare Maju retired has kicked against conducting election for LCDAs. I think maybe he should just go and challenge it in the court and see what happens.